Hello there, and welcome to my video tutorial on how to install Laravel, the basic application. So my name is Dan Kelly, and I'm going to teach you how to get all the structure for Laravel in place and how to actually be able to bring it up so you can see your application. So the first thing we're going to need is we're going to need something called XAMPP. So you can get that if you go to apachefriends.org. So once you load the site, just click on XAMPP for Windows, or if you have Linux or Mac, you can download the version for whatever operating system you have. In my case, I have Windows. So you click on the icon there for download, and you should be prompted to download the installer. I've already downloaded it, so you can just save it somewhere you can find it. So after you've done that, you'll have an install file. Just run it and install it. It's not very difficult to install. So after you've installed it, what you'll see here, I think there's an option during the installation process that will allow you to put it in your start menu. So you'll see it here. You can click on it here. Then it'll add it to the taskbar, and also it'll add it here. So, and I'm currently running Windows 7. I think it's going to work the same Windows 10. So you click on the control. Give it just a second here. So it's going to pop up like this. So initially, what you're going to see is you're going to see this dialog here, this control panel, and all you have to do is click on Start here, and for your Apache web server, and Start for your MySQL. Now you may be asking yourself, well, why do I need the XAMPP control panel or XAMPP software when I have Laravel? You may or may not know Laravel has a built-in web server, and I'll show you why in just a second. So after you've started it here, then you can go down and open up your browser here, and all you have to do is type in localhost. And I think the default port for this is going to be 8080. So it's going to bring up the actual initial page or control panel here. You can click on this for your PHP version here, which I'm currently running 5.6.20. But the coolest thing is when you go to phpMyAdmin here, and you'll see you can create a new DB here, then your database name, etc., etc. Create all your tables and everything. If you're familiar with phpMyAdmin, because that's what it's running, a local copy. So all this is running locally, like I said, and so this I really love this software. It works great. All right. So after you've downloaded and installed XAMPP, the next thing we're going to need is we're going to need something called Composer. And you can get Composer at getcomposer.org. And so once you go to this website, you can click on composer-setup.exe. You're going to get a file and or notification to download the file, Composer Setup. So I've already installed this, but I'm going to go through some of the setup because I want to show you something. So if you click on Save File, just wherever you save it, and then I'm going to go click on it, Run. Alright, click Yes. And here's Composer Setup. Just click Next. And this is what I wanted to show you. So it says C XAMPP here. Make sure when you install XAMPP that you install it in C XAMPP. Otherwise, you'd have to change this path. It may find it automatically. I don't know. But I just leave it, when I did the install for XAMPP, I just left it at C XAMPP as the default directory. So, and it finds the version of PHP because it needs that to run. So we'll click Next, and then you would click Finish. So I've already installed it, like I said. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up a terminal, because this is how Laravel works from this point on. When you're doing things, is you go through the terminal. So I'm using Windows 7, so I go here, I type in CMD, and then once I choose that, I'm going to click on this. This will open up a terminal window. All right, so what we need to do is go make sure we're on C drive and make sure we're at the root, and then we'll go cd XAMPP htdocs, DOCS. All right, so with, well, inside of htdocs is where all your web files would be placed. So that's where we want to put our Laravel application. All right, so according to Laravel here, let's go up to Laravel. On there, when you go to laravel.com and you click on documentation and then installation, if you scroll down a little bit, you're gonna see this: Composer, create project, preferred this, Laravel, and then blog. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna drop this down and I'll paste this in here. All right, so blog. The name blog there, that's just the name of your project name. That could be anything. I'm going to name it cool project, like so. All right, so what's going to happen is Composer is going to go out to Laravel and it's going to grab the latest distribution. I believe that's what this means here. And it's going to put everything under a directory called cool project, just cool project. So once we hit enter here, it takes a minute. It's going to basically just pause a second, and then it's going to start downloading the files, and you'll see it in just a second. Yeah, so that's where it's going to get the dependencies and everything it needs, for your application. So we'll give it just a second. It's pretty fast, considering as many files as there are. So, and you'll use Composer with anytime you want to add something new to Laravel, you'll use Composer. This is pretty much how Laravel works. And you can see all the different things that it's installing here. And it's almost done. Okay, all right, so it's finished. All right, so if we go to Explorer, Windows Explorer here, and we go to, like I said, C, XAMPP, htdocs, you'll see the application I called Cool Project. So if you double click on that, it's going to show all your files in there. And this is for Laravel. All right, so now the next thing is, which to me is one of the coolest things, is Laravel has, like I said, a built-in server. So all we have to do to start that server is we just type in PHP artisan, sorry, R-T-I-S-A-N, okay, PHP artisan, and then serve, S-E-R-V-E, and then 2 dashes here, and then port equals, and we can name this port anything, and what's, something I almost messed up. I wanted to make sure I wanted to remind you of this. You can't start the web server in htdocs. You have to be inside of the actual project. So if I go cd cool, I'm gonna just put a star, it knows which one it is. Then this is where I can start the web server. So if I go PHP and artisan, and then serve, and then 2 dashes port, and we can name this anything we put any number. Usually it's 80, and then the last 2 digits can be whatever. The 80 is already in service, so anything else we can do. So I'll use 8086. So this will start it. So as you notice, it says local development server started. Okay, so you can type in the 127.0.0.1 and then port number 8086, or you can just type in localhost 8086. So watch this. So if I go here, open up a new tab, and I go to local host, and then colon, if I get it right here, and then 8086, like so. And there it is. There's your default Laravel application. With just a few steps, we got it up and going. So one other thing I wanted to mention on this is if, like I said, we have the port, the development server running on port 8086. So if I've created several other projects, say for example I had cool project 2, 3, and 4, I could actually assign them different port numbers for each one, and all I'd have to do at that point is go back to the browser and then type in, you know, if I gave it the second one 8087, I could do that, and then 8088 or 8089. Then each one of them would come up as a separate project. So you can build multiple projects, you know, doing this process. So it works really well. So I just kind of wanted to share this with you. This is my first video. I hope to create some more. And again, I thank you for watching my video. Thank you.